there with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go tonight, 120. Let's go,
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Logan. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's go, baby. 5. 58's the most, Brady. Hey, 76. 13. Check 13. Obama.
Here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
180.
56.
Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Got 180.
58, come on. Me and you all day.
I tell you what.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
11.
Tighten up. Safe.
5. Turn 7.
Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Ready? And read. 56, right there, 56. I know he ain't got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, check my 33.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here with Logan. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
We go tonight. 20.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We go tonight. 180. We're good. We're good.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Listen. Hey, exit. 56. Come on, dude.
From the gun, here's Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Murray now on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right, Drake. Room here to run. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Second and 12 at the Rams' 18-yard line.
Mike's 56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
On second and 12, Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. On third down, Swift.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On first down, Logan. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Henderson now on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Like 20. I got you. Safety's creeping.
On second down now, It's Logan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 38.
That was a nice run, a nice gain there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
First down, Rams.
50. 180. Check 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 6 guys.
They run with Logan. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Come on. 120. 56. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. You don't see me in your nightmare. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Fresh down. Hatchet. Go. 76. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Check.
From the 29, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Let's go right here. 57.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. On second down, it's Logan. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Check.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike, check 33. Watch them.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. sacked back at the 46. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a give right side. Swift. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's moving, boys, moving. Check 52. No. Whirling. Check 24, watch 24.
To throw is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Crunch. Watch the safety creep. Check safety. Hey, Shell. Louis.
3rd and long. It's gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And taken right at the 35. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's bring it.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Running, it's Drake. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's coming.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Mark check 33. 33. Got to do better. Come on, QB.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Charlie. Switch. Mike 56.
After the interception, here's Gall. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's it. That's it.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Mike 34. Get that quarterback. And
Undercrush. Maverick. Showing up. Check 31.
check 15. Check 15.
Goff now to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go. 20. Check 4. Check your heart rate.
Hey, watch it.
Super 1. Buzz. Be ready. 12.
From the 50, it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 9, check 9. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Goff throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Jab, jab, jab. Sponge. Louie, Louie, Louie. No. Watch the super.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Swift, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go, ground. Check ground. Tight go. Here we go, 76.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. And he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Here we go. Kill. Hey, let's go. Slow ground.
Now gone. Open man is lost, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right